Blackberry is a story about meteoric rises and catastrophic falls. It chronicles the rise of the wildly popular titular smartphone from research in motion. The film is directed by Matt Johnson and co-written by Johnson and Matthew Miller. The film focuses on the dichotomy of its two leaders, Mike Lazaridis, the co-founder and co-CEO, and Jim Basile, the near-psychotic co-CEO whose ruthlessness was crucial to the company's early success. Research in Motion was formed in 1984 by Mike Lazaridis and Douglas Freegan, two nerdy friends at the dawn of the personal computer revolution. Their early work in wireless devices led to the creation of the first two-way pager, the precursor to the Blackberry phone. With its simple design and easy learning curve, the Blackberry was an instant hit with business professionals. Its other major innovation was Blackberry Messenger, the iMessage of its time. It used internet data instead of SMS, which made unlimited text virtually free. At its height, the Blackberry was the king of smartphones, selling 50 million units in 2011. It had over 45% of the smartphone market in the US and nearly 20% globally. In 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone. It represented a paradigm shift in how smartphones were used. With its all-glass front and no physical keyboard, it contrasted greatly with the BlackBerry's signature keyboard and key clicks. Mr. Lazaridis did not believe the iPhone would be successful because it didn't have a physical keyboard, it was expensive, and it sucked up a lot of data. The BlackBerry Storm, which is featured at the end of the film, was a failure upon release. It was criticized for its slow and sluggish performance and was considered a lesser iPhone knockoff. But this movie is about more than tech devices. It's a tragedy framed by two men. Mike Lazaridis is portrayed by Jay Baruchel as an obsessive, soft-spoken engineer concerned about creating quality products. Jim Basile, played by Glenn Howerton, couldn't care less about quality products. He is all rage and a walking, screaming, toxic waste dump. He has anger issues so over the top it becomes slightly endearing by the end. They are complete opposites who needed each other to succeed. The nerdy engineer needed someone to help make the sale, and the salesman needed someone who understood the engineering. Douglas Freegan, the other co-founder of Research in Motion, is portrayed as a third wheel, kind of lazy observer to Lazaridis and Basile. Blackberry's story follows a well-worn path, the rise of a small, scrappy company to global success. It shows the efforts it took to stave off the competition and its eventual failure due to short-sightedness. Throw in a hostile takeover attempt and a government investigation, and Blackberry's story checks all of the usual story boxes. It's a reminder that even the mightiest companies are one major innovation away from obscurity. It's a cautionary tale of creative genius brought down by hubris. A failure to keep up with the times and poor mismanagement. They failed to innovate and the market swallowed them for it. In 2016, the Chinese electronics firm TCL bought the BlackBerry phone brand 14 years after the first phone was released. Today, BlackBerry is a software-only company focused on cybersecurity and encrypted communications. No new BlackBerries are currently being manufactured. The film ends with Mike Lazaridis opening a box of BlackBerry Storms made in China and obsessively finding defects. After a very brief run in theaters, BlackBerry is now available for rent on Prime Video and Vudu. It is definitely worth checking out, especially if you are a former Crackberry user. Please consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification, and thank you for watching this on YouTube.